Before starting out, I would ask you to subscribe to the channel and like video. How do energy drinks work? The most popular beverages are those that are most advertised, and are popular with young people because they quickly and effectively eliminate fatigue, act stimulative, reduce stress and need sleep. Therefore, they are also popular with adults, employees and athletes. In combination with alcohol or drugs, they only cause the desired effect in the short term, while in the long run they can lead to trembling and seizures, and muscle weakness and drowsiness, nervousness and rapid heartbeat, nausea, vomiting, headache, spasm, bronchitis, severe breathing. The consequences are sometimes deadly, as the European Food Committee has issued a warning on several occasions that we have to be careful with energy drinks. The difference between energy and refreshing drinks? Although similar flavors are common refreshing drinks, the energy contains 3 specific ingredients that are individually or together present in a much larger amount than in other foods. This makes them potentially dangerous. And the ingredients are caffeine, taurine and glucuronolactone. How these ingredients work on the body. Caffeine from energy drinks can accelerate heart rate, increase heart muscle contraction, and blood pressure. Based on a large number of studies, effects occur when entering 6 mg of caffeine per kilogram of body weight, which is particularly emphasized during exercise or other strong physical activity. In most energy drinks, caffeine is present up to 320 mg per liter. An adult healthy person who inserts 1 or 2 cans, according to the product declaration, does not exhibit a high risk of excessive intake of caffeine. Otherwise, when more caffeine is added together with alcohol, heart arrhythmias and masking alcohol intoxication may occur. How much is the normal dose of caffeine? The expert opinion of the European Food Safety Authority is that a dose of 3 mg per kilogram of body weight for a person of 70 kg does not pose a health risk. The same amount of caffeine is not problematic if it is entered at least 2 hours before intense physical activity, under normal conditions of temperature and humidity. Of course, if the adult is a fully healthy dose, it can be twice as high. How many caffeines are allowed to bring children, adolescents, pregnant women? When children take an energy drink, otherwise they do not consume large amounts of caffeine, they may have behavioral changes. This is manifested through irritability, nervousness, anxiety. The same happens with pregnant women. Therefore, on every package of energy drink, there is a warning that it is not for children and pregnant women. However, there is enough information about safe caffeine intake for these population groups. What are the consequences? It was found that in pregnant women there is a risk of slow growth of the fetus, and in the case of breastfed the possibility of caffeine getting into the milk. Children and adolescents may experience sleep disorders and the development of cocaine dependence throughout their lives, if they overindulge in caffeine and energy drinks. Severe complications can occur in cardiovascular and psychiatric patients with neurological diseases, and patients with renal insufficiency and in liver impairment. How does taurine work? Taurine is present in enormous quantities in energy drinks, and definitive consequences have not yet been fully clarified. This substance, which is present in food, especially in seafood and meat, is daily injected from 60 to a maximum of 400 mg. But in energy tapes it can be represented up to 4,000 mg per liter. Taurine is involved in numerous physiological processes in the body, and the effect of large doses brought on by energy drinks is not yet well known. It is supposed to affect behavior change, increase activity, cause motor disorder, which is probably due to its effects at the level of the central nervous system. The D-glucuronolactone component is part of energy drinks. In comparison to caffeine and taurine, D-glucuronolactone, they do not contain all the energy drinks. Where it is present it has it in quantities from 2,000 to 2,400 mg per liter, which is an extremely large dose. Especially when it is known that in wine, the richest source of this ingredient has only 20 mg per liter. In foods it is present in small concentrations, from 1 to 2 mg. Unfortunately, the impact of this quantity of this ingredient being introduced through energy drinks is not sufficiently explored, especially in interaction with caffeine, taurine or alcohol. Why does the public create the impression that energy drinks are not harmful? Although none of the three substances has been proven to be harmful, we must not forget the Paracelsus principle to make the amount of substance toxic. Therefore, we must keep in mind that doses of ingredients in energy drinks are significantly higher than they are fed through the diet. Science does not yet have data on daily accepted doses of caffeine, taurine and glucuronolactone that are laughable without health consequences. That's why everywhere in the world experts advise avoidance or at least caution when consuming, especially when it comes to younger people. No way, after training, you need to consume energy drinks. At the level of the central nervous system, caffeine and taurine have the opposite effect. Through various receptors, caffeine acts stimulatingly, and taurine is inhibitory. However, the possibility of stimulating effect of both substances is not excluded. At the level of the cardiovascular system, taurine may alleviate the effects of caffeine, while at the level of the kidney both components with different mechanisms lead to increased urine excretion and sodium loss. This condition is intensified by the consumption of alcohol. The consequences are sudden dehydration, especially if it is an intense physical activity of sweating monitoring. That's why energy drinks should not be used for rehydration or fluid replacement after intense exercise, because they can cause acute dehydration with dangerous consequences. Also, the harmfulness of energy drinks is very similar to Coca Cola. I made a video of the Coca Cola damage. I'll leave you a link in the description, so look and tell me what you think. Don't forget, leave like and subscribe.